Okay, YouTube, this is Maker Steve in the workshop, and I wanted to go over the support rod system I got for my CR10S last week. But I thought before I did that, I'd go over the support rod system I have on my original CR10. I've got miles of filament printed through this printer, and it keeps going. I've done quite a bit of upgrades, but one of the first I did was the support rod. You buy two 24-inch lengths of 5/16-inch threaded rod off YouTube, the nuts, and then some metric screws, and with just a little effort you're up and going. The prints are pretty heavy, but they've held up well. There's a little cracking up in the upper corner here. But that's pretty much been that way since day one, and I really didn't know exactly what I was doing when I first started out 3D printing. So overall, I'm really happy. One of the drawbacks of this system is it limits the overall height that the Z-axis can go. It'll hit these brackets up here if it goes up all the way. So you've got to go in and basically tell Cure or whatever your slicer is that your limit for this 400 millimeter Z-axis is now limited to about 370. Yeah, it was one of the first upgrades I did. I swapped out to mirrors. I put on the OEM fan Fang off Thingiverse. Printed a couple widgets to hold the control box and the tools. And this printer has just been going and going. I did upgrade it with the dual Z-axis, and I put in the upgraded CR10S motherboard, but it had some issues with a capacitor that you can see going around, floating around in discussion on Thingiverse. So overall, great system. So I had the opportunity to buy a used one off eBay that basically is a return to the factory. And I'll swivel you over to it. And with a little bit of fixing, this printer is up and going. So now my method is to keep the printers as stock as possible, because every time you add or subtract something from the system, you're introducing variables that can make it more complicated, and I just want to print and print and print. So the goal here is stupid simple. This printer here, about the only thing wrong with it out of the box was the extruder was bad. It had a crack in it. I could see why the person returned it. I don't know how they didn't catch that it was having an issue, but overall I got a brand new printer for a little over half price. Again, swapped out the mirror, reinforced the bed with the nuts up underneath, and I can put links on how I do all that stuff down below. But the support rod system here is super clean. It's 38 bucks off Creality's eBay website, and I'll post a link down below. Installs in about 20 to 30 minutes. There are a few videos showing how they go together. I just wanted to show the pros and cons versus the do-it-yourself off Thingiverse. Overall, really happy with it. Would definitely do it again. Kind of considering getting one for the other one, but you know, the do-it-yourself off Thingiverse is still holding up. So until I have a problem with it, I'm not going to do that. But that's the walkthrough. You can do it either way. I've got links for both down below. And this is Maker Steve signing off.